Hello student of class 8. Let's continue our chapter metals and non-metals. We have already discussed about the physical properties of metals. Today let's know about some chemical properties of metal. Here the reaction with water we will come to know in this slide. What will happen if metal react with water? And I already informed you how can we understand any element is metal or non-metal. Then we just have to see the valence electron. If you see the valence electron 1, 2 or 3, then it is metal, and if it is more than 3 the valence electron, then we will say non-metal. And if you see the valence electron is very less, means 1, then it is a very strong metal, it is very high reactive metal like sodium, potassium. Okay, whatever, now let's discuss what will happen if metal react with water. So remember, when metal react with water, then here two product form. Number one, maybe metal hydroxide or maybe metal oxide, along with hydrogen gas will liberated. So if you see some metal like copper, silver, gold, platinum, they actually very less reactive metal. They do not react with water. Only some reactive metals such as sodium, potassium, magnesium, calcium, iron, lithium and zinc, they can react with water. So whenever they react with water, a large amount of heat is liberated in this reaction. Reaction in which heat is evolved or released or produced, then this kind of reaction is called exothermic reaction. Exo means producing outside and thermic means heat. So any reaction if heat produced, then we can say this is exothermic reaction. Suppose sodium is a highly reactive metal, it react with cold water, and whenever it react with cold water, as I told that metal react with water, then metal oxide, hydroxide or metal oxide along with hydrogen gas will evolve. So whenever sodium react with cold water, remember, because it is very highly reactive metal, so whenever react with cold water, then sodium hydroxide and hydrogen gas will evolve. So in this case we can see their metal hydroxide form along with hydrogen gas. And suppose this metal is magnesium, it react with water, then magnesium oxide will form along with hydrogen gas. So in this case, not metal hydroxide, metal oxide form. So whenever this kind of metal react with water, then either metal oxide or metal hydroxide along with hydrogen gas will produce. Now let's know about another method that is called corrosion. Corrosion is the process of slow wearing away of the metal due to the attack of atmospheric moisture and gases like oxygen on its surface is called corrosion. One example of corrosion we can see that is called rusting of iron. So if you keep an iron nail openly in somewhere, and 2-3 days after, if you notice, then one brown layer form around this iron nail, and that is called rust. So rust is a compound, remember, which make a layer over the iron, Actually, what happened in this case, iron react with oxygen present in the atmosphere or surrounding and moisture means water particle, then it become Fe2O3 of NH2O means ferric oxide having with number of water molecule means not it is dry, it is wet. That is why you can see NH2O. That means water particle is present in ferric oxide means iron oxide. So we can say it is a hydrated means water is present. So this is the example, or we can say this is the formula of rust. So this is the enemy actually attack the iron, and whenever this iron oxide produce or form a layer around the iron, it eat the, so we can say it is an undesirable changes and makes the metal weak with the passage of time. And several example we can see the breeze collapse because of rusting. So corrosion of iron, the undesirable compound whatever form a layer around the iron, that is Fe2O3 dot NH2O. So you can say it is rusting. This is the rust. This corrosion not only takes place with the iron, apart from iron, some other metals also corrode, for example copper and silver. Copper vessel, if you see, then after few days using, then it become green color. That means one green coating with the passage of time form around the surface of the copper. And in this case, actually which enemy attack here, that is copper hydroxide and copper carbonate. Two compound together attack this copper and they form a layer over the surface of copper, and that is green color. And here whatever the two compounds attack the copper, they are copper hydroxide and copper carbonate. So reaction we can see here, copper whenever react with the moisture means water and carbon dioxide present in the surrounding and oxygen also, then copper hydroxide and copper carbonate form and they formed a layer the surface of copper which is green color, and that is not desirable for us. Another metal which also corrode, this is silver. If you use silver, then you can see silver becomes black and loses its luster with the passage of time. Actually, what happened? This happened because silver react with hydrogen sulfide gas present in the atmosphere and forms a black color substance that is called silver sulfide. So here the enemy is silver sulfide, which formed a layer around the silver and which is a black color, and for this the jewelry become this black color. And you can see the diagram here, the spoon you can see here, and this spoon made by silver, but after using few days it becomes black. So what this black layer, this is silver sulfide, and silver sulfide forming a layer the outer surface of this spoon. As a result, its color changes and it becomes black. So we can say here silver corrode.